Greetings, my name is John Balicki. I'm the lead web developer for the Job Creations web platform. This video is part of the website liabilities and security seminar series. So this specific video is about domain registrar reputation and why it's very important to understand if your website's domain name is registered with a reputable registrar. So I have a couple examples, but before I go into that, this series is more about the business aspect and implications of the topics that I'm covering, not so much the technical aspect. However, it's still worth considering watching for the more technically oriented folks to better understand business owners and what their concerns would be if they were aware of these topics, and many of them are. So there are two examples I can think of. There is a domain registrar in the Cayman Islands. I believe it's called domain squatting. And there is SOPA. So kudos to those of you who says, I know what he's got to talk about for the most part, but for those who don't, here we go. So if you've made this mistake or someone's made the mistake on your behalf, it's okay, you didn't know. For a reputable domain registrar, I use Namecheap, which is a subsidiary of Enom. And I have not come across anything negative about them. I did read one thing about a third-party affiliate they had in which they remained neutral in a court case. So compared to what I'm going to talk about, that's nothing. So let's start with the Cayman Islands. So if you've watched any of the other videos in the series, one of the videos is about how you never let your domain name expire, because then anyone can register it and hold it hostage for a lot more money. And yeah, that becomes a problem. And some of these companies also run registrars so that you could approach it like you would a legitimate domain registrar, but their business is in taking advantage of people not knowing this stuff. You didn't get the email notice because you have 20,000 emails in your inbox, which, by the way, I can get through about 8,000 in about 2 hours. So I'm available for consultation. Anyway, so you don't see the email, the domain expires, and now some company in Cayman Islands bought it up, and instead of spending $16 to $20 for your domain name this year, you have to spend several hundred or maybe a few $1,000s. And if you don't do that, then all the traffic going to your website dwindles, and all the effort and aggravation you put to get it to work, presuming it works, has been for nothing at this point going forward. So we don't want that. So it's important that you do background checks on a domain registrar. And the other one is, and if you don't know this, you are forgiven. You can be forgiven for ignorance, stupidity, not so much. Do not use GoDaddy. GoDaddy was supporting SOPA, Stop Online Piracy Act. Now, what pirates stealing stuff on the high seas has anything to do with the internet, I have no idea. But that's what they named the bill. So what is the threat there? Well, the threat there is if you have a dishonest competitor who wants to stop you in any context that they can, they could have used SOPA to post any kind of copyrighted material. They could take quoted text from a book, they could post music or a video that's copyrighted, and post it. And most people have like a WordPress website, unfortunately for them. And that usually means that they have comments on every single page that are not moderated. And that competitor could anonymously post that copyrighted material, go immediately to law enforcement, and with zero due process, take the domain name away, the ownership outright away, instead of disabling it, but outright take the domain name ownership away from the business owner. And the business owner would have no idea. Well, there's due process for a reason. One, maybe you just got married. Maybe you're on a vacation. Maybe you have a business meeting. Maybe you don't, you're not available to go through your email and keep tabs on everything. Okay? Maybe you don't have the riches to afford assistants to take care of all this stuff, or maybe you don't know anyone you can trust to take care of all this stuff. It doesn't matter. The due process exists for a reason, to protect people against being taken advantage of. This is what this series is about, preventing people from being taken advantage of. Money is not evil. Money is evidence that you did something on someone's behalf, presuming that it's clean money, not filthy money. Ignorance is evil. What you do not know can hurt you. And so that's why it's key to know the key things that you need to know. So GoDaddy supported SOPA, and later it became SIPA, and they kept on trying to pass it. Of course, most of these laws are outright illegal in the United States, according to the highest law of the land. But we're not going to get too much in politics here, only what is more so directly applicable. So my name is John Balicki. I am a consultant. I am the lead web developer for the Job Creations web platform. I do not use GoDaddy. I do not support businesses that are hostile towards my clients or my own business. I use the Job Creations web platform, 10 years, built from scratch. I know all the code. So if you want a website that actually works and you want someone who, when you call up, can answer any question you have, then the big guns, that's me. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. Please no swearing and keep it civil. And I look forward to you folks coming and seeing me live when I do the website liabilities and security seminars live, starting in the Sarasota and Tampa region and eventually to a city near you. Thank you very much for watching.